My dear bird Danu is well versed in tuning in to what needs to be known, and she wanted to make her appearance today as your guide. She is quite aware that we have been wandering through the concepts of multidimensionality, and many of us have been bearing witness to the Mandela effect, increasing and causing us to sometimes scratch our heads in confusion. I asked her to pick a rune to help guide as she remembers when she was once a temple macaw, guiding in the old worlds. This is what she drew for you, and this is your message of how the old and the new have a place under the sun. The rune draw was Sawilu, and the message is the solar thunder that has struck. Danu came from a timeline where lightning struck with purpose, and remembering was carried with purpose on the wind, within the feathers of her ancestors, and now awakening before you. She carries this message as a time-weaving macaw of ancient codes and memory. She opens her beak and speaks, not in voice, but in frequency, that was time-honored and honed to tune your soul. She is the feathered emissary between crumbled temples and shifting stars. Today she brings a rune, not as it is, but as it was. Sawilu, not merely the sun, but the eye of the sun's electric field, which carries information about a thunderous voice that directs you to what you know and what you're learning that is new. These worlds are integrating from within you. In the old sky, Danu whispers, Sawilu was the sound before the rain, the fiery flash that told the crops to wake, that set fires to forests, to burn open seeds that could only be born through intense heat and galvanization. The shock of destiny, a call, a growth that burns what no longer can serve and sustain for what will lead to lush growth that feeds all in a giant and whole forest. You have been drawn here to remember this other Sawilu. These don't fight for dominance, they share the spotlight. This is a form of inheritance and a legacy of the old forests, full of life. When you find yourself in a world that misnames what you know in your bones, you are the bridge. Do you remember the old, where it was an initiation of light through thunder? Or are you of the new sun and see it as a message of the golden light of birth? Here, they come together to create a yin-yang pattern that spirals you onto a path of destiny never walked before, but with reminiscent flavors of what was, and urges you to move to what will be. Two worlds in one call you to break free and evolve, to nourish self and the world with fires of change. You are what the ancestors carved into stone so you would one day wake up here, precisely when the consensus was mistaken, lost and confused, and the signs had been misread while the people were misled. Here's the message of the portal. You have crossed into a timeline where echoes of the old world are needed. You are not here to conform, you are here to restore, to name things of truth again, to carry thunder from a dreaming age to those in need of waking. Those startled from sleep into chaos need not to awaken in fear. You are here to realign them and reignite the songs of remembering while humming along to the songs being sung here for nourishment. The harmonies will lead the way. You are the thunder reborn in the heart of the new sun. You don't need the world to agree with your memory. You are memory. Your memories help to grow seeds that are just beginning to imagine again. The old myths and the new are blending. If you have been feeling agitated with constant change and confusion, know that the dissonance you feel is the friction between timelines. A soul from one current vibrating within the constructs of another. When truth changes around you, but your inner compass doesn't sway, it means you are a continuity bearer and holding the line so others can give birth to mighty and beautiful dreams under the new sun. And remember that they have a place too. Sewilu was not solar placidity in your realm, but thunderous revelation. This is the shock that comes before the blessing. The sun sets only to rise through you again. The final vision is Danu flying through a solar gate. The rune Sewilu in her claws becomes a living flame that she wraps around your heart to keep you warm. Here you are being gifted a return of power, a soul retrieval of sorts. Some part of your essence is being restored, and it is your clarity, command, and joy that sings a song that awakens the world. You are being guided to act in alignment with solar truth. This may mean finishing something left open or cutting a tie that blocks your light. Danu offers this blessing to you. Shine. Even if others squint or flee, the temples remember who you are. To truly see, you must tilt your head like a bird and look sideways. Danu peers with one brilliant eye. She shows her vision. She shows where the distortions are, the shadows, the confusion. And then a beam of Sewilu's light cuts through from her other eye. This is the hard truth. Many around you are still afraid of wholeness. They prefer fragments, tiny little bites. They cling to false identities because they feel safer. But you are no longer meant to dim, not your light or your beautiful feathers, Danu says. You are ready to live truth without apology. The eye of the parrot sees patterns others miss. You are being asked to speak, to sing, to show the holy truth back to those who forgot. Remember, beloved, your soul spans time and space. Danu, my sweet bird, has opened the door from her ancient home, a temple that shimmers with living glyphs. She shows memory to help you transmute. What is surfacing now is a vow you made long ago, to guard sacred knowledge until the fire returned to earth, to both cleanse the old dross so it could renew and grow again. The fire is here. This is your reminder that you are waking up inside the body of your sacred purpose. You are not behind in time. You are right on time. So strike like thunder and rise like the sun.